clockwise, right over. So wherever you start, you move clockwise. So some could start there, some could start here. Just go on, at least once. Yeah. If you go to at least 3 times, all you see that like Pathagan.
बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय, वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय. Devotees, please all stand as we begin with Bhagavad Arati. पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला. ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला, नव ज्योति जगाने वाला. हरे गान यही वरदान यही, हर गान यही वरदान यही. जग की मंगल की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती. ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत, श्रापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला. ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत, श्रापों को मिटाने वाला, हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला. है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी, है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी. ये मधुसूदन की आरती, पापियों को पाप से है तारती. ये मधुर बोल जग फंद खून सन्मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला। ये मधुर बोल जग फंद खून सन्मार्ग दिखाने वाला, बिगड़ी को बनाने वाला। श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही, श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही, प्रभु की महिमा की आरती। पापियों तू पाप से है तारती। पापियों तू पाप से है तारती। Devotees, we concentrate on Bhagavan Sri Krishna. We chant his name as we prepare for evening's devotions. Gopal Radhe Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal. Gopal Radhe Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal. Gopal Radhe Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopal. Jai Jai Radhe Krishna, Hare Radhe Krishna, Jai Hari Radhe Krishna, Govinda Govinda Gopal. Jai Radhe Krishna, Hare Radhe Krishna, Jai Shri Radhe Krishna, Gopal Radhe Krishna, Govinda Govinda Gopal. Gopal, 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 Gopal. Gopal, 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 Gopal. बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय, वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, आर शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। बोली श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की। बैठ जाइए, प्लीज बी सीटेड। बोले वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। Devotees, this evening on behalf of Vinosh and Savi and the rest of the family, let me welcome you to the first session of our Bhagavad Saptaha Yagna. This yagna was supposed to take place last year, but due to circumstances, has been put off until now. But everything takes place in the right time. So maybe this is the time for it to take place. Remember, as the saying goes, बड़ा नहीं इंसान, बड़ा नहीं भगवान, आसमान धरती से कहता समय बड़ा बलवान. It is said that it's not the Lord who is all that powerful to see from our perspective, nor man. But in this world of duality, time is the most powerful force. most powerful. So everything takes place in time. When the time is right, whatever it is, takes place. So we hear the right time, the right place. And let me commend Vinosh and members of the family for this divine inspiration. And we are aware that this is not the first Bhagavad you are doing, it's not the first Yag. So this is part of your DNA, we should say. This is fourth Bhagavad and one Shri Puraan. Yeah. So it's within the DNA, as we say. Yeah. This is very, very wonderful. And you have to be blessed to do 4 Bhagavad. 1 Bhagavad is very powerful. Imagine 4 you have done. This words really can't express. And you know, it was done with the right intent, right attitude. What can I say? Blessings, Vinosh. And such karmas liberate the ancestors and descendants also. So, this is unique. Blessings to you and to the entire family. And you know, the boys, Kishan, Rakesh, Kabir, they are big shoes to fit into. Yeah. And this is important, for we keep saying life is like a wheelie. Each generation runs its leg and passes on the baton. Your father did Bhagavad before. I did one for him. You have done 4 Bhagavad, 1 Shri Puraan. I'm not cranking up Yag, you know, but I'm talking about this pathway that you have chosen. The children must make sure they continue. It's important to do that. Otherwise, we fail our ancestors. So, blessings to the entire family and devotees to all of you who have come to join together with us as we begin. Blessings to you too. And we have our viewers on ITV. Let me say blessings to them and welcome them also. Pandit Umarat is also streaming. So on his Facebook, many devotees, all parts of the world view. So welcome to you all too. So devotees, we are all prepared for puja. I say blessings to Pandit Umarat for having laid the foundation. Puja is all set. And now we are about to begin with our Bhagavad Katha. It is customary to have invocation. So we begin with Bhagavad Sumiran. I would like you to assume an attitude of prayer. We visualize Leela Purushottam Bhagwan Sri Krishna. I leave it up to you to decide which form of Krishna you will choose. The baby Krishna, Bal Mukund, the youthful Krishna, the adult Krishna. It depends upon you, your choice. But whatever it is, you visualize that form and you repeat in your minds, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Sri Saraswatyaya Namah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Riddhi Siddhi Data Siddhi Sadana Varana Vadana Sumiro Barambar Madana Kadana Ku Lal Ku Ganapati Kripa Nidhan Jnana Khana Anand Bhavan Dehu Muhi Varda Varano Tika Bhagavat Jai Shiva Ananda Kan Bhutnath Bhava Bhaya Harana कोटि विषय निर्द्वन्द्व गौरवरन मंगल करन हे प्रजचंद्र मुकुंद ब्रजभूषण दूषण हरन कातहु भव भय फन चरण शरण विआन कर जय 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 जगदीश सेवत शेष महेश यज महिमा अमितय भेद भेद जानत नहीं देहु मोहि वरदान राधा वर यह वर सदा प्रेम भरी मुस्कान नित चित में खटकत रहे मुहि चाहिए कछु नहीं और वस्तु प्रभु जगत की बसी रहे मन माही यह बाकी झांकी सदा लिए लकुतिया गायन के पीछे फिरत वाल पाल निशा मोर मुकुट चिर पर हरे कर मुरलीरमा शीश मुकुट कट पीत पत या छवि सुनंदलाल बसहु हृदय मम निशि दिवस गुरु पद रजधर शीश कहूँ भागवत की कथा जो सुखदेव मुनीश कही परीक्षित निपति सो ओम वसुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुता शृण्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैर् वेदे साङ्गपरक्रमो उपनिषदे गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानवश्चितद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरि ओम। बोले वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। Now devotees, I would like to glorify two special aspects of divinity before we proceed. First one is Gayatri Devi. I would like you to visualize Gayatri Devi and Mool Gayatri. Brahm Gayatri it is called. Om Bhurvah Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Chant in your minds as we surrender to Mata. आनंद मंगल करू आरती जय गायत्री माता चारों वेदों की जननी तू चारों वेदों की जननी तू महामंत्र की दाता आनंद मंगल करू आरती जय गायत्री माता आनंद मंगल करू आरती। जय गायत्री माता। चारों वेदों की जननी तुम महामंत्र की दाता आनंद मंगल करू आरती। जय गायत्री माता आनंद मंगल करू आरती। जय गायत्री माता। चारों वेदों की जननी तू, चारों वेदों की जननी तू महामंत्र की दाता आनंद मंगल करू आरती। जय गायत्री माता। तेरी महिमा है निराली, तू सबकी करे रखवाली। तेरी महिमा है निराली, तू सबकी करे रखवाली। भूले भटके लोग भूत हो तू सन्मार्ग दिखाने वाली। ज्ञान की देवी तू है माता, ज्ञान की देवी तू है माता, सबकी भाग्य विधाता आनंद मंगल करू आरती। जय गायत्री माता आनंद मंगल करू आरती। जय गायत्री माता। है तेरी अनुपम माया, जिसका कोई पार न पाया। है तेरी अनुपम माया, जिसका कोई पार न पाया। है कोटि कोटि सूर्यों का तुझ में अद्भुत तेज समाया। तेरे तेज की एक किरण से, तेरे तेज की एक किरण से मन उज्ज्वल हो जाता आनंद मंगल करू आरती। जय गायत्री माता आनंद मंगल करू आरती। जय गायत्री माता। चारों वेदों की जननी तू, चारों वेदों की जननी तू महामंत्र की दाता आनंद मंगल करू आरती। जय गायत्री माता आनंद मंगल करू आरती। जय गायत्री माता। बोली श्री गायत्री देवी की जय। Now devotees, we are in the month of Shravan. In the month of Shravan, Shivaji is especially worshipped. Everywhere, people make great sacrifices and they perform Somvar Vrat on Mondays, worshipping Shivaji. If one were to go to India, you would see at this point in time, many devotees toting water on their shoulders, walking for miles to go to Shivlingam to offer it. It is a devotion to Shivaji. So, this yag is taking place in a very auspicious time. Also, we shall mention later on why it's so very auspicious. But devotees, let's concentrate on Deen Dayalu Kripa Sagar. Bhakta Vatsal, Jatadhari Gangadhar Chandramauli, Nataraj. Visualize Shivaji, the Lord of Dance. Everything in this world is rhythmic. Everything has a rhythm and is cyclical. Shivaji is the Lord of cycles. That Damaru that he carries has within it the Maheshwar Sutra, as it is said, that represents the principle of creation. Visualize Bholinath. Bam Bhola Shiva Bam Bhola. Shivaji, dancing in a state of ecstasy. डमरू बाजे प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला डमरू बाजे प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला बम भोला शिव बम भोला शिव बम भोला बोलो भाल चंद्र शिर गंगा लहरत अतभ भूतन को गोला भाल चंद्र शिर गंगा लहरत अतभ भूतन को गोला तो दम बाजे प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला भोला शिव बम भोला शिव बम भोला बोलो श्रृंगी नाद बजावत गावत लत की रह्यो बगली झोला श्रृंगी नाद बजावत गावत लत की रह्यो बगली झोला तो मदम बाजे प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला बम भोला शिव बम भोला शिव बम भोला बोलो नाग फनन सो करत आरती देव देव गति अनमोला नाग फनन सो करत आरती देव देव गति अनमोला तो दिन धम बाजे प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला बम भोला शिव बम भोला शिव बम भोला प्रेम मगन नाचत भोला हे बम भोला शिव बम भोला Devotees, Panchakshar mantra Om Namah Shivaya Vishavendati Bholinath Pahi Mam Rakshamam Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Pahi Mam Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Rakshamam Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Maham. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamaham. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Maham. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamaham. Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Maham. Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamaham. Bole Shri Mahapati Mahadev ki Jai. Devotees, once Adi Shankar was traveling and he saw a very old man, over 70 years of age, straining his eyes, craning, stretching his intellect to do what? To learn some Sanskrit grammar. At that age of his life, he wants to learn Sanskrit grammar. Adi Shankar devotees admonished him. At this age of your life, what you should supposed to be doing? Not seeking the Lord. Bhaja Govindam, Murhamate. Seek the Lord. Will Sanskrit help you at this age? Devotions will help you. Relentlessly pursue that Lord. Seek Him. Devotees, the sages admonish us in so many different ways. That, life is nothing but an empty dream unless we realize that Supreme. Life is empty. So devotees, before I go into the Katha, a bit of advice from the sages, and then we'll get into tonight's discourse. The sages advise us, O mind, Bhaja Govindam. Seek that Lord. Remana tu Govinda Govinda Bo. Chana chana nisadin jata suvela. Yaha jivana anamol remana tu Govinda Govinda Bo. This life is invaluable, devotees. We pass through this world only once. And what should we be doing? Not wasting the time. Bare bhagya manushthanupava, britha swas mat khona. Don't waste your breath in idle pursuits. Seek that Lord. Relentlessly pursue Him. Remana tu Govinda Govinda Bo. Remana tu Govinda Govinda Bo. Remana tu Govinda Govinda Bo. Remana tu Govinda. Chana chana nisadin jata suvela. Yaha jivana anamol. Remana tu Govinda Govinda Bo. Remana tu Govinda Govinda Bo. उम्र गई बहुत थोड़ी बाकी जगमग हो मत दो उम्र गई बहुत थोड़ी बाकी जगमग हो मत दो ए हरि नाम का रतन लगा के हरि नाम का रतन लगा के मन में अमृत घोल मन तू गोविंद गोविंद बोल रे मन तू गोविंद गोविंद बोल श्याम सुंदर की बांसुरिया नित बोलत मीठी बोल श्याम सुंदर की बांसुरिया नित्य बोलत मीठी बोल। ए दर्शन पाना जो तू चाहे, दर्शन पाना जो तू चाहे, तू मन मंदिर खोल मन तू गोविंद गोविंद बोल, मन तू गोविंद गोविंद बोल। छन छन निस दिन जात सुबेला, यह जीवन अनमोल मन तू गोविंद गोविंद बोल, मन तू गोविंद गोविंद बोल। झूठा जगत सत्य परमेश्वर ज्ञान तराजू तो। झूठा जगत, हाँ, झूठा जगत. Devotees, we all crave that darshan of the Lord. Where is our Lord? Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. He pervades every single atom of creation. He is within and He is without, on the outside. Why don't we see Him? Why don't we see Him? The sages admonish us. Darshana pana jo tu chahe, tu mana mandir khol. You have to open the eyes of the mind, oh man. What does that mean, devotees? You see, the mind is clouded by impurities. Devi Bhagwat, Devi Ma said, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mad, Matsarya, Samgyakau. Hate, anger, lust, greed, avarice, jealousy, etc. Like a bushel covering that inner light. What we need to do? We have to remove those negativities. When you remove those negativities, then you come to real understanding. Jhutha Jagat, the world is false. It's unreal. Meaning what? It is changeable. In Vedanta, unreality is that which changes. Reality is that which is unchangeable. Jhutha Jagat, Adi Shankar is saying, the world is false. Everything changes. Satya Parameshwar, that Lord is the only reality, unchangeable. Why not seek Him? Why seek that which changes on a daily basis, moment to moment? Why not seek the unchangeable, as Supreme Purush, ultimate reality? Advise devotees. Jhutha jagat satya parameshwar jnana tarazu to. E karalo misra bhajan ab kuch din, karalo misra bhajan ab kuch din, lage dam nahi mole man tu govind govind, le man tu govind govind. Chana cham Chana cham nisadin, chana cham nisadin, jata subela, yaha jivana anu, chana cham. Every second we have, every moment we have, should not be wasted. Nisadin on a daily basis. Chana chana nisadin, jata subela, yaha jivana anu, limanu. So devotees, that is the advice. Now we may not be able, wherever we go, to chant, but here, now, present, we all have the opportunity. Don't waste it. Follow the advice. Concentrate on Lila Purushottam. Let's chant. Krishna Krishna Yaduvara Krishna, Krishna Krishna Yaduvara Krishna, Murahara Keshava Yadava Madhava, Murahara Keshava Yadava Madhava, Krishna Krishna Yaduvara Krishna, Krishna Krishna Yaduvara Krishna, Murari Manohara Krishna Murari, Murali Manohara, Krishna Murari, Krishna Murari, Shama Murari, Krishna Murari, Shama Murari, Murahara Keshava, Yadava, Madhava, Murahara Keshava, Yadava, Madhava, Krishna Krishna, Yaduvara Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Yaduvara Krishna, Jai Jai Krishna Krishna, Yaduvara Krishna, Shri Krishna Krishna, Yaduvara Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Yaduvara Krishna. Bole Vrindavan, Sri Krishna Chandra ki Jai. Now devotees, the first night, the first session of the Bhagavad Saptaha Yagna, we always, because of tradition, try to focus on the greatness of this yagya, the greatness of this text, Bhagwat Maha Puraan. We must remember that Ved Vyas, who composed so many wonderful compositions, philosophical, otherwise, but no matter what he did, he was in a state of depression. He felt as if something was missing. Something was missing. His life was empty, even though he composed so many wonderful scriptures. And he met Narad, and Narad Muni, on realizing what was Ved Vyasa's situation, depression as such, without any genuine cause, according to his thinking, this situation was a prelude to the creation of a wonderful text that is unsurpassed. Narad Muni advised Ved Vyas. Ved Vyas composed Bhagwat Maha Puraan, this text that we have. And this text, devotees, is based upon well bhakti. You see, you have Gyan, you have Vairagi, you have whatever, but if you don't have bhakti, you're empty, an empty shell. Ramayana says that when Sri Ram told Shivari, Jati Pati Kul Dharm Barai, no matter who you are, what you have, what connections you have, if you don't have devotion, you're empty, you're living dead. So you have to understand, devotees, devotion is what makes the difference. And we have many, I don't want to be, judgmental, but sometimes I can't help it but feel that we have many walking dead. Devotion is missing from their lives. Everything otherwise attracts them. There are two pathways, Nivriti Marg and Pravriti Marg. Pravriti is going to the worlds of object. So everything attracts you. We crave after this, greed, etc. But I keep asking people, and I've been doing so quite often in recent times, since I get older, Rakesh. You ever see anybody carry anything with them when they're going? Anybody carry any house, any land, any money? Even the body, do you carry the body? The body is burnt right here. You carry nothing with you, absolutely nothing, except your karmas, what you do. And devotees, many of us fool ourselves. I'm telling you this. We have a misplaced sense of judgment, values. And at the end of it all, pashtayega. There will be regrets. Now, nobody is saying that you shouldn't have your house and your land and your whatever. But the sense of possession, many of us, we are defined by what we have. Isn't that so? Mr. So-and-so because of what you have. One earthquake and everything flattened. Where's Mr. So-and-so? People don't pay attention to this, But in the twinkle of an eye, anything could happen. So devotees, just to put it in context, Ved Vyas was asked to compose Bhagwat Maha Puraan, and we have it here. And that in itself is bhakti. And by going through this process, he actually reached that point of fulfillment. Bhakti is what gave him that fulfillment. Nothing is wrong with Gyan. Nothing is wrong with Vairag, etc. But bhakti. But there are two types of bhakti. More bhakti and Gyan bhakti. More bhakti, blind following. You do everything blindly. You understand anything at all. Gyan bhakti, you understand why you do what you do. And this is why many of you are exposed to me in recent times. I keep talking so much because I want you to understand why you do what you do. The Gita says if you do things without the right understanding, you take a long, long time, if ever, to achieve results. Bhagwat Maha Puraan says, Gyan Bhakti, you understand why you do what you do. You build a devotion, results are instantaneous. So it all depends upon each individual. So devotees, this wonderful text was created by Ved Vyas. So the greatness of it, this is what we call the Mahatmya. So tonight I like this episode. I always start with this episode. Now, the sages, devotees in Naimisharanya, sitting with Sri Suji Maharaj, they were having satsang discussion and constructive discussion. So scripture after scripture, Suji Maharaj, by the way, was a disciple of Ved Vyas, personally taught by Ved Vyas. So naturally he will be very, very enlightened, very knowledgeable. Now, to put it simply, devotees, this is the age we live, Kali Yuga. There are 4 ages, Satyug, Treta, Dwapar and Kali Yuga. Right? Kali Yuga is the shortest of the 4. 432,000 human years long. We are in Kali Yuga. But you know what? Only 5,000 years gone yet. And Kali Yuga like a force-wiped child. He ain't creeping, he running. The amount of negativities we see happening, which should happen in the peak of Kali Yuga, is already happening. This is Kali Yuga in which we live. Dwapar, the age in which Krishna Bhagavan came, is twice Kali Yuga, 864,000 years long. And the Treta is 3 times Kali Yuga. I can't check so much in my head. And devotees, Satyuga is 4 times that. Get the calculator and work it out. So these 4 ages, devotees, right? Each one will have its own peculiar or unique way of worship, etc. Kali Yuga, if they say devotees, many say the age of sin. The age of sin. The black age. Now, really in Kali Yuga, all sorts of atrocities take place. And you don't have to go far. We live in Trinidad. You know, I keep saying, we get away from hurricane and so on and so forth. You know why? We doing a good job killing each other. So hurricane had to come to kill us. Go kill somebody else. Check and see what is happening. Right? Values down the drain. And I keep saying, society is like a very, very, very beautifully painted house. But termite ridden. Termite ridden. It looks nice on the outside, but termite ridden. The principles, the values, I don't want to go into detail. But devotees, if you think that everything is nice, not nice. Many, many homes, what you find happening? Incest, you know, illicit relationships. Why do I go on? We all know. We all know. And I'm saying this because, you know, Rakesh, when I taught Mova Lavandil, quite often you find these children, the subject to that abuse. And I thought, we are okay. Once you realize that it is common throughout the whole of society. It's not confined to a particular race of people or culture. Everyone, all of us. And then you realize that what you see, the sin that is taking place, is like the iceberg. Only 1/3 on top, 2/3 underneath. So, in other words, what I'm saying to you, I'm trying to put to you, that Kali Yuga, sinful things. Now, many of us may not realize that, you know, we commit sin as devotees. So, let me put it in a context here again. Scriptures give injunctions and they give prohibitions. If you carry out the injunctions, good, blessings. If you carry out the prohibitions, you incur sin, sins of commission. If you don't carry out the injunctions, sins of omission. Now, this is Shiv Sanghita, Lord Shiva told Parvati. And let's again put, there are 5 debts we all owe on a daily basis, devotees. All of us. 5 debts we owe. Debt to God, debt to the sages, debt to the ancestors, debt to society, and debt to the lower forms of creation. Debt to God we need to pray every day. Now, I would like to make this point quite clear because people in a comfort zone. So every day you light a diya, you know, if you get water, you offer jal, if wasa give water. And water local if you can't even bathe. You daily prayer. Some pray once a week. They tell me, Guruji, every Thursday I pray. I have to ask what happened Wednesday, what happened Tuesday, what happened Monday. The point I want to make here, that daily prayer you do not get blessings for that devotees. And I'm not mad, I know what I'm saying. Because you owe a debt. It's like you take a mortgage, you have to pay back your mortgage. If you don't, penalty. So if people don't pray on a daily basis, you incur sins of omission. So ask yourselves, everybody, what are you doing? What are you doing? That little prayer, sometimes once a week you pray, sometimes once a month you pray. Imagine how much sins you accumulate, sins of omission. How many debts you accumulate. Think about it. Devotees, so we need to pray every day. How do I get blessings? Praying every day, no blessings. I'm paying a debt. How do I get blessings? You see what Vinosh and the family doing here? Kamya karma. When you have what we call Nemitik Karam, Navratra, Janamashmi, you know, Shivratri, etc., those special occasions, by celebrating them, you get plenty blessings. And if you fail to celebrate them, you incur sin. I like to make this point quite clear, you know, devotee. There are plenty of people in a comfort zone, and they think you're okay. And many Baba make you feel so too. I might discourage you, you know, but I'm telling you what the truth is. It's from scriptures. Okay? So devotees, special occasions, and what you desire, like every time you do Katha, Jandi, and so on, you get blessings for that. Rishi Yagya. I've been saying this years. To repay the debt of gratitude to the sages, we need to read a scripture on a daily basis. And if this was a classroom, I were to ask, how many of you read a scripture on a daily basis? Everybody head knocking down. People don't read. Watching Kumkum Bhagya, Kundali Bhagya, all them crap on TV, but they read a few verses from the Gita, whatever. Too tired. And by not doing that, sins of omission for the sages. So devotees, check and see how many sins of omission we are creating. You know, we accumulating. We accumulating. Not doing what we're supposed to do. Injunction from scriptures. The ancestors, devotees, not every day you do Pitra Havan. But the sages have given to us, you know, the ancestors have given to us values, principles, practices. Maintaining them is repayment of a debt of gratitude to the ancestors. If I turn away from this pathway of the ancestors, I incur sin. Now to stick to it. And devotees, good to society, well, we do whatever, but without the expectation of rewards. Attitude is important. And the last one, taking care of pets and so on, most people do that. That's good. But devotees, sins of omission accumulate. And then when they accumulate and begin to bear fruits, things start to go wrong with us. Then you know what we say? Ubia. Somebody do us something. You never take responsibility that you didn't do what you're supposed to do. This is why you have to pay the penalty. Devotees, everybody is on your own. And if you want to doubt what I'm saying, you're free to doubt. But if you can get a copy of the Shiv Sanghita, Lord Shiva is telling Goddess Parvati. I'm not making a mistake here. So devotees, sins of omission, sins of commission, all sides, Kali Yuga. Suffering on all sides, pain on all sides. How can I get out of it? How can I free myself from this bondage? And so devotees, the sages discussed that. How can we free ourselves from the sins of Kali Yuga? What can I do to help myself? To liberate myself? To develop that bhakti? So devotees, Sri Suji Maharaj is relating. The Sankadik also, I'll explain this some other night who they are, relating to Narad Muni. Ved Vyas to Sri Sukdev Ji to Raja Parikshit on the bank of the Ganga. But that is incidental. Let's listen. Now they want to relate an old episode. And by listening to this, all sins are burnt away. Now listening. But at the end, you're going to hear how you have to listen. Not incidental listening. You listen and you might jump over and come back. You listen, you might jump. No. Listen, you will hear. So devotee Sri Suji is relating a special incident that took place way back in the past. He's saying, Tum bhadratate purvam, bhucha pattanam uttamam, yatra varnah swadharmena, satya satkarma tadparaha, atma deva pure tasmin, sarva veda visharadaha, sautas marteshu vishnato, dvitiya iva bhaskaraha, bhikshu ko vittavaloke, tatpriya dhundhuli smita, swavakyas tathapika, nityang sundari, sukulodbhava, लोकवार्ता रता क्रूरा परादेशो बहुजल्पिका शूरा च ग्रहकृत्येषु कृपना कलह प्रिया एवं निवसतो प्रेमना दंपत्योर मनामनि अर्था कामस्य योरासं सुखाय गृहत आदिकम पश्चात धर्म समारब्धास ताभ्यां संतान हेतवी गोभिरण्यवासांसि दीनेभ्यो यच्छतः सदा तनार्थम धर्म मागेन ताभ्यां नीतं तथापि च न पुत्रो नापि वा पुत्री ततश्चिंतातुरो भृशम एकदा सद्विजो दुःखात् गृहं त्यक्त्वा वनं गतः मध्याह्ने तृषितो जागस दादं समुपेवियान् पीत्वा जलं विषान्नस्तु प्रजा दुःखेन कर्षितः मुहूर्तादपि तत्रैव सन्यासी कश्चिदागतः. Now devotees, I could just tell you the whole story just so now, without reading. But I want Hindus to understand why these scriptures are written in Sanskrit and Hindi, especially Sanskrit. Now all this you're going to learn a lot of these things, you pay attention to what I'm saying. The Sanskrit alphabet is very unique, and it has everything to do with the human body. Every letter in the Sanskrit alphabet relates to a part of the human body. You see the head? The vowels, a, e, e, u, ri, a, I, o, au, ang, aha. That's the head. And all the consonants relate to the body. So every letter, vowels and consonants, different parts of the body. So why? Sound vibration, the very first vibration ever created. What's the first vibration ever created? Rakesh? Om, primordial sound. First vibration ever created. Alright? So sound vibration, very powerful. So devotees, our mantras are made up in Sanskrit. So when you chant them, automatically an energy flow takes place. You can say the same thing in English. You might understand what you're saying, but it doesn't have the same effect. Doesn't have the same effect. So I understand, people don't understand the Sanskrit or the Hindi too much, but it is important for me to read at least some of it, because I want to be energized. So you may be looking for the meaning, I'm looking for the energy. But all of us must gain something. But I want to emphasize this point. Sanskrit is one of the oldest languages in the world. And this whole part I'm telling you here, it is highly scientific, also mathematical. Every letter has a mathematical value. You can go on and on with this, devotees. This is why when Tulsidas wrote about Ramayana, he maintained his Sanskrit invocation. Even though he put the Ramayana in the language of the ordinary man, but he maintained his Sanskrit invocation. So, the mantras are all in Sanskrit. And I would say that the Babas, if they have to read, you're supposed to read the Sanskrit. If you can't, learn to read it. Practice to read it. It does something for you. Okay, devotees? All these, like language itself, make this book what it is, second to none. How powerful it is. So, those who study linguistics, think about this. Yeah. Sanskrit, the mother of all languages. Devotees, so I read that because I want to, in my own head. So let me put it for you to understanding now, okay? So, Tungbhadra tatate purvam. In days gone by, Surjit Maharaj is saying, there is a river that was called Tungbhadra. Tungbhadra. Right? Tungbhadra Nadi. Ek Sarvotam Nagar tha. A very beautiful city. Right? Now, what we call city here, devotees, like, all these major cities. When they talk about city in India, they mean them kind of thing, It means they'll build up on things, but it's not, brilliantly lit up and so on. They call it a city. All right? But don't think of the city like what we have, like Port of Spain, like New York, like wherever. So it was developed, a lot of people there, everything went on as usual. In that city, everybody maintained their duties and responsibilities efficiently. Work is worship, duty is God. Nobody compromised. In that village, in that city, there lived a holy man whose name was Atam Dev. Atam Dev devotees, Atam Dev incidentally means the Lord of the soul, Atma. Now listen to his qualifications. Char Ved, he was versed in the 4 Vedas. Khat Darshana, you have 6 Darshan. Atharha Puran, 18 Puranas. Jane Wala, he was versed in all that. Now notice he was a holy man, he was a priest, and highly versed. If you have to have a teacher, devotees, and he's supposed to know? Huh? Or he's supposed to regurgitate what somebody else say? Now in today's world, you have internet guru, and plenty download from internet and regurgitate that. Ask them to read from the book. They can't. They can't. And all these are, deficiencies in the age Kali Yuga. The Katha tells us, I bypass all that. Because if I'm going to read all that, you'll be attacking people. But I was telling you, right? From the priest come right on, compromise all different sides. What is okay for people, that is what they do. Sacrifice? No. What they call so. So devotees, Kali Yuga, sins accrue. But here now, we are being told that in this city, this Brahman, the 4 Vedas, and when I say he knows it, right? Not that he could regurgitate it, no. He understood the meaning of it. Now anybody could read Ramayana, you could translate it, but the essence of it, do you know it? After last night I quoted a bhajan, Suruki gati mai kya janu. The bhajan says, Artha bhajan ka bhi ati gahera, usko bhi mai kya janu. The art, the essence of the bhajan is so deep. I don't even know it. Most of us just sing the bhajan. But you know the essence? And when I say the essence, devotees, you get a feeling, like a taste you get. Not a physical taste. Not a physical taste. When you get in the substance, that is something different. So rather than know scriptures, you have to know the substance of scriptures. Because anybody could read and just translate. But the substance is what is missing. The ras. So devotees, he was fully versed in all that. Now, all is good to know, because watch and see what will happen to him. Great holy man, right? Highly respected everywhere. Like another son living in that village because of his intelligence and his knowledge, his brilliance and so on. So devotees, he was married. His consort's name was Dhundhuli. One of these years I want to give somebody that name. When they still have a daughter, Dhundhuli. Right? Now this woman devotee, this wife of the holy man, Mahasundari, very, very beautiful, good looking, yeah? Right? Very good at household work, She was very efficient, also in talking people business, very efficient. And those days, no social media, so they're talking yakking. She could talk people business, devotees, whatever she was doing and everything else, but she had a temper. No, I'm not describing anybody's wife, So don't think I'm describing your wife here, right? Because people may say, hey, you're talking about my wife. No, devotees, it's written here, right? So, लोक की बातों में प्रीति करने वाली, क्रूरा, बहुत बोलने वाली, बलवती, घर के कार्यों में कृपण, क्लेशकारिणी, devotees, I'll say very efficient, but also with weaknesses. Talking plenty, ill-speaking people, But these two, prem purbak, no matter what each person, characteristic of each person, they were married. They took vows. And Brahman didn't decide, you're talking too much, I will leave you. Or, you're doing your work good. No. When we are married devotees, We compliment each other. When I say compliment, I mean praise now. We make up each other's weaknesses. I have to accept you as you are, you accept me as I am. And we keep going forth. Marriage is a spiritual journey. So these two devotees, no matter what, they stay together. प्रेम पूर्वक उन दोनों को रहने आहार विहार करते बहुत दिन व्यतीत हो गए. So they lived together for a long time. Right? Brahman, totally different. Mind in a higher state. Wife, normal. Talking yak, maintaining the home, whatever. Time passed, devotees, the Brahman, quite wealthy, getting dakshina and so on from all over, putting it home, leave it, the wife in charge, she's the Minister of Finance. So devotees, everything went quite well for quite some time. But, no children. No children. Now this is a common problem for many people, right? I'm not reading this katha because I want to show anything in anybody's garden, They book have. You have to understand what they're saying. So this Brahman, what he did? Right? They gave a lot of charity. Half of his wealth was given away to the holy men. Different actions, अनेक उपाय किए, दोनों को गांव, ब्राह्मणों को भूमि और सुवर्ण दे देकर धर्म करना प्रारंभ किया. They give cows to the Holy One. They give dan of land to the Holy One. They give gold. Because scriptures say, given all these things, you get fulfillment. They give all that. Yeah. जबकि उन दोनों स्त्री पुरुषों ने धर्म मार्ग में आधा धन लगा दिया और इतने पर भी कोई बेटा न हुआ, तब ब्राह्मण को अत्यंत चिंता हुई. After so much time passed and half the wealth gone, neither son nor daughter, none, no offspring. Brahman very, very distressed. Very distressed. So what he did, devotees? Ekada sadvijo dukhat graham chaktva vanam gatah madhyane trishito jatas dadang samupeviyam. Here we are told he left home. Like the house like it biting him now. He can't stay. So he left and he went into the forest. Midday time, he wished to a pond. He quenched his thirst, sat down there, and with all the stresses he had, he was very lean, The body very thin, emaciated, stressing out. Devotees, he sat there and pondering, what is life? What is life? Thinking about his problems. And devotees, stress, killer. And most of us, when we can't get what we want or what we feel we need, what we feel we want, you stress out. And that stress causes other problems. Plenty problems otherwise. Stress. You see, devotees, we keep saying, what is for you, you're going to get it. What is for you, you can't get it. Yeah. So let's understand what is happening here. This Brahman sat there and reflecting, and sometimes you overthink. All you know what you call overthinking? Many people overthink. So you start off with this, you think if that, you're going to over for a long time. Yeah. Now I'm not saying don't think, but don't overthink. You create problems, just stress out yourself. Brahman devotees, stressed out, highly stressed out. But sitting there, 2 घड़ी उपरांत, about 2 hours afterwards, एक सन्यासी वहाँ आ निकला. A sannyasi, a renunciate, he came to that spot. So that sannyasi, जब वहाँ महापुरुष जल पी चुका, sannyasi went and quenched his thirst and so on. Brahman Atam, they waiting until he finished quenching his thirst and so on. And then he came and the Swami sat. Atam Dev, he went before the Swami. And the devotees, he didn't say anything. He just stood there and what? Drishtra pita jalantu tangtu vipro yatas swadintakam natvacha padayostasya vishwan sansastitah puraha. Devotees' body language says more than words. So he stood before the sannyasi and he sighed very deeply. A sign that somebody is stressed out. You see the breathing? When people stressed out, what do you think is affected? When you're angry, you shall breathe fast. Yeah? When you're stressed, you breathe in deep. There's a correlation between heart and lungs. People don't realize what stupidness we do to ourselves. So you're stressed out, you're worried, affect your breathing, you affect your heart. You affect everything about yourself. And then you want to come by the Baba and say, Baba, check the book. Somebody do me something. I don't know, I'm feeling good all the time. Telling me. Devotees are not talking these things by guess. Okay? Practical, but that is not so practical. This Brahman devotee is sighing deeply, not speaking. Like conveying something to this sannyasi. When the sannyasi saw him just standing there staring, sighing so deeply, all his face, drawn pale, yati urubaj. Kathang rodishi bipram tvam, kate chinta baliyasi, vadatwang sangvatarang mahiyam, swasya dukhasya karanam. The sannyasi said, he was very wise. Oh Brahman, why did you sighing so deeply? Stressed out as it will. What is your problem? Twankate chinta baliyasi. What is your worry? What is affecting you? Please tell me. Swasya dukhasya karanam. What is the cause of your unhappiness? Now the Brahman wants somebody to talk, he wants somebody to help him. So now that the opportunity was offered to him, he responded. Listen carefully to what he's saying. King Vravimi Rishe Dukham Purva Papena Sanchitam Madiyaha Purvajastuyam Kavoshnam Upabhunjate Mad Dattang Neva Grihnanti Pritva Deva Dvijataya Prajadukhen Shunya Deham Pranaschaktu Mihagataha Dig Jivitam Prajahinam Dig Griham Cha Prajang Vina Dig Dhanam Chana Patyasya Dig Kulam Santati Dina. Devotees, he gone now. He said, oh, Holy One, what can I say? And he was wise enough to understand, my condition in life is because of my previous actions. Sanchit pap, sanchit karma. So devotees, we all lived in the past, we are living now and will come again, Bhagavan Krishna says in the Gita. Now what we have to understand, karmas done in the past, stored up, is called sanchit karma. And part of that, what is happening to us today, is prarabdha karma, part of sanchit karma bearing fruits. So whatever is happening to me today is because of my own doing, not because of anybody else, my own karma. So he's saying that he had the gyan, but emotion overpowering him. Yeah. So purva papena sanchitam, sins of previous life, sanchit karma. I'm experiencing serious problems. What is this problem? I've tried everything possible, O Holy One. I have no offspring. And he started to give reason now. When I offer in water, people in Hinduism do for water, he said, the pitris, they sign deep because I have no offspring. The water gets hot in my hand. He's saying, I'm so blight. If I mine cow, the cow never have any young one. If I plant a seed, that tree doesn't grow. If I carry a fruit home in a short while, that fruit rots. This is my karma. Very, very bad. I have no children, I have no offspring. Things are so negative with me. And then he's saying, what is the purpose of wealth? If you have no offspring. What is the purpose of anything at all if you have no offspring? His reasoning, the devotees, he's putting all that. So he's saying, oh Holy One, this is my problem. संसार के बिना संसार में संतान के बिना संसार में जीवने वाले धिक्कार है बिना संतान के घर को धिक्कार है हाउस इज अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम पुत्रहीन धन को धिक्कार है वेल्थ इज अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम अपुत्र के कुल को धिक्कार है विदाउट ऑफस्प्रिंग व्हाट द लाइन इज व्हाट विल हैपन and so he expressing and imagine his overthinking too, right? The water getting hot in my hand, the food drying up, the cow making no young one. He's so blight, boy. Very, very blight. Devotee, I don't think any one of us blight like that. So he's saying, this is my worry. Oh, holy man. But I have come before you. Please help me. Please help me. Devotees, when he spoke like that to the sannyasi, what the sannyasi did. Very important, he's saying. Tadbhalaksharamalancha vachayamasa yogavan sarvam gyatva yati paschat viprumuche savistaram. He looked at the forehead of this Swami, this Atmamden Brahman, Now everybody, we keep saying life is like an open book, you know. You think you're hiding anything? Huh. There are marks in your forehead will tell about who you are, what you are, for 7 lives. For those who have the eyes to see. And I don't have the eyes to see, okay, so don't ask me after. Devotees, what this Swami saw. Munja Dhyanam Praja Rupam Balishta Karmano Gatihi Vivekam tu Samasadya Taja Sansara Vasanam Shunu Vipramayate Dyang Pradabdam tu Vilokitam Sapta Janma Vadhitam Putro Naivacha Naivacha Santate Sagaroh Dukham Avapangha Puratatha Re Munchada Kutumbanashang Sanyasi Sarvata Sukham. Devotees, the sannyasi said, "Oh, Brahman Atamdev, I looked at the marks on your forehead and I'm seeing, for 7 lives, you are not destined to have any children." And what caused that? You can't blame anybody. Karma from the past life. He's saying that. Karma from the past life. You are not destined to have any children. So give up this desire for children and so on. Put your mind on the divine. Worship. Turn away from the world. Turn away from the world. Devotees, a person who is so engrossed with such a desire, you could tell he turn away from the world? Huh? Now, what is sannyasi knew? Renunciation. So he's teaching that. Atamdev, all the gyan he had, he understood that karma causing everything. Now the sannyasi tell him 7 lives. The devotee is persistent. He persistent. Swami tried different ways to put to him. You know, Raja Sagar had 60,001 sons. All died. Think about that. Why do you want all this trouble? Why? And who is for who? अरे मूर्ख, पुत्र पौत में क्या रखा है? यह सब संसार स्वप्न की सी माया है. न कोई किसी का पुत्र है, न कोई किसी का पिता है. सब अपने अपने प्रयोजन के है. अंत समय बिना परमेश्वर की भजन और कुछ काम नहीं आता. और पुत्र आदि के मन में लगाने से नारायण का भजन नहीं बनता और उसकी ममता से फंसकर नरक भोगना पड़ता है. इसलिए हे ब्राह्मण, हे पुत्रादिकों की आशा छोड़कर संन्यास धारण कर, जिसमें सर्वथा सुख मिले. Devotees, so this sannyasi saying all that, he said, "Oh fool, you haven't heard of all these stories of all those who suffered so much because of sons? Even Dashrath, and he died because of his son. Think about it. Why are you pushing this so much? This world is a Mike dream, a dream of Maya. What is real? What is unreal? Who is for who? Who is for who? Now, devotees, this might be a strange statement. Who is for who? Who is father? Who is mother? Who is what? My mind went on, a little story that a fellow always boasting to his guru. Guru, if you know my family like me. They were like me. Mother, father like me. My children like me a lot. My wife like me the most. So the guru listened to him. He said, all right. He said, but before you prove anything, you have to test now. He said, no, I don't have to test, Guru. I know. He know. When at some point the guru, convinced him, you have to test. So the guru told him, look, I have some medication I have developed over the years, like tablets. I want you to go home and create a confusion, which is not hard to do. And, become angry and say you're going to commit suicide and take these pills. You will fall along there and clinically you will appear to be dead. But you'll be aware of everything that's going on. Don't worry, I have the antidote. I'll bring you back to life. So devotees, fellow went home. See, not hard to cause a quarrel. Right? Took up something with his wife and quarrel started. And he said, I fed up. Picked the pill and he fall along like he did. Checked him and so on, clinically dead. Yeah. Everybody started crying. Mother cried, no, God, better I be dead. Children, Papa, why leave me? Wife crying, no, God, you should leave me and go. When somebody die, how they get on? So now devotees, same time the guru decide to come. And when they say, Guru, come in, every man stop crying. Because when they say they're crying, what they're saying, nothing. No? Oh God, I can't live without you. What? Guru hearing all that from outside. Guru always smart, you know. Don't think Guru stupid. The right kind of Guru, no? When he came in, everybody stayed quiet, they bowed. So he come, Guru said, that's right. In short, he said, oh mother, you said that, you know, you could give your life, you give him life one time, you could give him life again. But are you dying? She said, Guru said, well, no, over the years I have some power to transfer life. So I could take your life and put it in him, but you will die. If you see backtrack. She said, Baba, I have plenty of children to take care of. And he never used to treat me good. Before hearing all that, he ended. The same people he talking about care for him so much. One by one devotees, all them say, nah, Guruji, the wife. The wife. Now, it might have like attacking the wife on him. You know, my wife, they usually talk about the lady in him. But this is what happened. He said, Biti, you now know saying that, you know, you can't live without him. You know, you want to die with him. You know, you live with him, you die with him. And that bhajan, a song said that. Sati marenge, sati jiyenge. I hear them song, no? And then wonder this, the kind of foolish, how foolish people are. He said, Biti, give him your life and what? She said, Guru, that nastiness? She said, I don't want him. I'm glad he dead. But that nearly killed him earlier. Yeah. He said, look at me now, Guru, ain't I young? I could catch a next fish. Why? That fellow nearly dead. Yeah. The Guru then said, all right, don't worry. And he gave the antidote. And the fellow came back and when he sat up, all that experience in his head. Who is mother? Who is father? Who is who? He said, Guru, I want to go with you. Guru said, nah, don't run away from problems. Stay right here. And develop this passion to deal with it. But don't be foolish to believe. As the scriptures say, who is for who? Everybody is alone. Everybody on your own. Everybody on your own. So devotees, the message that they give us. Bhai, bandhu, kutum, parivara, tu nahi kiska kaun tumhara. Who is who? Why do you give up the Lord's name for anybody, anything otherwise? And we all know that has happened. You sit down to pray, family come. This happened many times in a way. Hey, you come. You forget God will. Family will save you. And they sit to pray, you know. And then people say they're praying. My observation over the years, I don't say nothing, except when I give in this course. You know? But I observe everything. Everything is superficial. You may have a few genuine ones. But this is why I keep saying, you're on your own. Devotees, a very simple bhajan that the sages put to us. दिन के बीते जाते हैं सुमिरन कर लिए राम नाम सुमिरन कर लिए राम नाम. This is the advice the devotee, the sannyasi gave, advice I am giving. So we are in the same boat now. I don't know who could take the advice, but we give it. दिन के बीते जाते हैं सुमिरन कर लिए राम नाम सुमिरन कर लिए राम नाम. दिन के बीते जाते हैं सुमिरन कर लिए राम नाम सुमिरन कर लिए राम. सुमिरन कर ले राम नाम को छोड़ विषय सब और काम को. सुमिरन कर ले राम नाम को छोड़ विषय सब और काम को. संग चले ना एको दाम तेरे देते हैं सो पाते हैं. सुमिरन कर ले राम नाम सुमिरन कर लिए राम नाम. भाई बंधु कुटुंब परिवारा, तू नहीं किसका कौन तुम्हारा। भाई बंधु कुटुंब परिवारा, तू नहीं किसका कौन तुम्हारा। क्या कारण हरि नाम विसारा। क्या कारण हरि नाम विसारा। देखत ही के नाते है सुमिरन कर लिए राम। जैसे पानी बीच पतासा, मूर्ख फंसे मोह की फासा। जैसे पानी बीच पतासा, मोह के फंसे मोह के फासा। श्वासन की क्या करिए आशा, श्वासन की क्या करिए आशा। गए श्वासन ही आती है सुमिरन कर लिए राम, सुमिरन कर लिए। यह संसार रहने का सपना, नित आते नित जाते हैं। यह संसार रहने का सपना, नित आते नित जाते हैं। सूर शाम गोविंद भजन दिन, सूर शाम गोविंद भजन दिन। मूर्ख जन्म गंवाते हैं सुमिरन कर लिए राम, सुमिरन कर लिए राम। दिन के बीते जाते हैं सुमिरन कर लिए राम, सुमिरन कर लिए राम, सुमिरन कर लिए। Devotees, these bhajans composed taken from scriptural teachings, all we just mentioned here along the same lines. Right? We are told that, why get caught up in this world? Work is worship, duty is God, but don't get caught up. Do everything as an act of offering to that divine. He is the master. As we mentioned when we started, life is nothing but an empty dream, unless one realizes the supreme. Yeah? So we are told, you worry about all this, you worry about all this. At the end of time, you can't carry a single penny with you. Nothing you carry with you. Craving. Kauri karke jori bada khazana hai. Nothing you could do with it. Bhai bandhu kutum parivara tuni kiska kaun tumhara. As we sing here, who is mother, who is father, who is brother, who is sister, who is consort, who is what? Everybody on their own journey. Kya karan harinam visara. Why do you give up God's name for all these relationships? Not you shouldn't do your duty, but being fooled by it and sacrificing your devotions for that, you'll be a real fool. To sacrifice God for anything otherwise. And most people do that. Murkhasya aushadhi nasti, no cure for stupidity. We are caught up. Maya. And here the sages are saying, when you come to the final point, no relationship. Dekhat ki naate hai. No relationship. All gone. If somebody die and they're gone, right? Crying, oh Papa, take me with you. When Papa come back and start to knock the window, Baba, he come back. Time, put him in a bottle. But you're crying for him when you go in. Tell me. I pass you interesting in a way. When 50-something years, Pandit, all side, all kind, I could tell you all the scheme. Certain cases are genuine. Others, I tell you, they catch a vaps. Say all kind of thing. When you confront them, they mean that. Every man on their own. Everybody on their own journey. Just remember that. But that doesn't mean say you shouldn't do what you have to do. Because work is worship, duty is God. Do your duty. But without expectations. Asha dukhasya karanam. Expectation is the cause of unhappiness. At some point, we end up being alone. Better practice to be alone. So devotees, yes, sansar rain ka sapna. They say this world is like a dream in the night. Ek aate ek jate hai, Some come, some go. No, avagaman, coming and going, coming and going. You die, you're born, you die, you're born. Sur Cham, the composer of this bhajan, he said, Muraka janma gamate hai. The murak, the fool, the very foolish person whose entire life is wasted. Entire life is wasted. And I just said, Murkhasya aushadhi naski. No matter what you tell them, nah, them no more than you. You can't, there's no cure for stupidity. No cure. And devotees, sometimes you have to say karmas cause all that, right? That's it. So devotees, this lesson was put to this Brahman, Atam Dev. But they were so engrossed in his desire, nothing took root in his heart. Nah. Philosophy, he himself knew all that. And I always say this, you see, when you see somebody die, I go and give you all the gyan. All the gyan I could give you. When somebody by me pass out, where that gyan gone? I cry into, you know. I cry into, I weave into. So somebody has to come and, hold me up. This is what we are here for. So devotees, the Brahman, unfortunate, caught up in worldliness and trying to find all kind of reasons to justify and put more pain on himself. About the ancestors and about this and about that. Finally, he said, "Oh, Holy One, if you don't bless me with a son, I will kill myself in front of you." He went to go to that extreme. So notice he wanted to kill himself because he wanted to have a son. So sannyasi said, all right. Even though I preached about karma, what is not for you for 7 lives, you can't have this, you're still insisting, all right. There's always a way. He plucked a fruit and he did his mantra on it. And he gave it to the Atam Dev. Say, Atam Dev, carry this home and give it to your wife to consume. Let her eat it. And what has to happen? She has to maintain a breath for 1 year. 1 year. Eat 1 meal per day. And you can't, tell lies how to maintain satya, maintain all the principles. Everything that she can do. Yeah. So if Brahman wanted a son, what about the wife? Dhundhuli. So you see, these things happen in a relationship and all too. It's true to life situations, Husband wants this, wife, pulling tug in the all that. Devotees. Brahman gone home and he gave Dhundhuli. He said, this fruit, eat it. And you shall become an expectant mother. But you have to maintain this breath. For 1 year, maintain cleanliness. Not a bathe every day. Right? Do your puja, 1 meal per day. Don't talk too much. You can stop talking better. Okay? And maintain all these sacrifices. Certain sacrifices have to be done. And you shall have a son. Brahman gave her that fruit and he went about his way, thinking that this woman will do that. So now the next side come now. She began to think to herself, he wants a son for a way. Yeah? If I eat this fruit and become an expectant mother, till the body get big. Right? If bandits attack the village, overthinking. If bandits attack, I can't run. They will catch me and kill me. Right? If the village catch fire, I can't run. If I'm, this expectant mother's way, pregnant way, I can't carry out the household duties. And if I have to take care of that child 1 meal per day, I will die. Can't eat 1 meal per day. But she ain't saying nothing about how she can't stop talking, Lion, the thing devotee, the problem was how to maintain all this breath. She was very distressed. She met a friend, neighbor, no? And long time, all them house nearby. So long time they used to go to each other's house and push away. Now is social media. Push away on social media. So devotee, she tell her friend, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. Poor Brahman thinking he's going to get a son. So devotees, sometime afterwards, this Dhundhuli had a sister. Right? She was an expectant mother. So the sister came. So when sisters meet up, I'm not choking no fire and thing, but things happen. So this sister tell she explained the whole story. And oh sister, I don't want to eat this fruit. I don't want that child. Devotees, the sister now said, all right, don't worry, Dhundhuli. I am an expectant mother. And my husband here care for no children and thing, and all he care about is money. So you know what? When my child is born, I'll give him to you. I'll say the child was stillborn. But I'll give him to you. Right? And you will take care of him and you will say, you have given birth to the baby boy. Yeah? My husband just give him money and he happy. Money, the root of all evil. Yeah? devotees, that nefarious plot was hatched between these two. And now, this woman, Dhunduli, she had to prepare herself as a pregnant woman, pad up herself and so on, looking like she's pregnant and so on. Because you can't have a baby if you know, don't show the signs and things. Devotees, and in due course, the sister had the baby. And she brought in hideaway. She sent hideaway. And she sent the husband hideaway to give to Dhunduli. Now, Brahman, you have to understand here, how the Brahman wouldn't know. You see, the discipline they maintain. When a wife is expectant mother, they will always say by themselves, Brahman by himself. So there is no relations as such between them. They maintain a discipline. They maintain celibacy. All that is to help to develop the child. So the Brahman wasn't sure. I mean, now if you see what's different, he don't know. I mean, you pad up yourself. You're not pregnant. So it's good in today's world. Don't be so stupid now. Fellas, the men are talking to now. You have to be alert, aware. So devotees, this Brahman didn't know anything at all. That one husband gave the child and money was given to him. And this child started to cry and, oh, that Brahman was very happy. Oh, a son is born, a son is born. Atam Brahman had a son. But the question before I didn't mention, what to do with the food? And they said, give the food to the cow. So she gave the food to the cow, and she waited until the time, and then son born. Brahman happy too bad. Happy, son was born. That we're looking for, thinking it was his own son. It wasn't, huh? Yeah. So devotees, to breastfeed our child, problem, because Dhunduli didn't have a baby. So the sister now crank up. Tell your husband that, you know, I lost my baby in 6 months. But I have milk, so I can come and breastfeed the child. Just give me money. Money. And so she came and she was breastfeeding her own son. 3 months afterwards, the cow gave birth to a baby boy. Very, very radiant child. All noble signs on his body. But he had cow ears. So he was called Gokarna. And this child who was brought, he was called Dhundhukari. So the mother named Dhundhulina and Dhundhukari. Yeah. So devotees, everybody started praise the Brahman. Oh, he's so lucky. Look, even the cow having a baby now too. He luck change. He luck change. Poor Brahman going about his duties, not realizing what's in stock for him. And devotees, as we always say, when you see destiny, you try to interfere with it, it bongs your head, you know. Bongs your head. That sannyasi cautioned Atamdev Brahman. He didn't listen. Devotees, Dhundhukari grew up to be a criminal, put it simply. Gaukaran grew up to be a saint, a holy man, well holy man. So Dhundhukari engaged himself in all kinds of negative things, from small, killing, committing murder, animals, etc. As he grew older, devotees, I'm sure many people would know in certain villages you have certain people. I hope I'm setting up myself, eh? Certain children born and things, you can't tell them nothing, no? Yeah, them like Jack Spania. It must have a bajon in the village, no? And nobody could tell them anything. People are afraid of them. Dhundhukari was such. Nobody could tell him anything. Right? You see, he was brought about because of deceit. Deceit. And always remember this, devotees, when you see the initial, you know, vibrations are negative, what do you expect to produce? What do you expect to produce? That's a trick. Deceit. So that child, negative. Totally negative. And so, two poles apart. Gaukaran studied the Vedas, but Atamre Brahman, you know, did Janev Sanskar for Dhundhukari, because he's a Brahman child. Whatever, but he learned anything? No. And so devotees, let me shorten it up a little bit. Right? Dhundhukari was so vicious and wild, bad, that Atamdev Brahman now, so fed up. He stole everything from the house, and his mother would cover for him. You know, sometimes he murders you, eh? Right? The boy gone out. He gone to study. He gone to study. He gone to thief. But mother covering up. Right? So what happened, devotees? House had nothing now. The half of the whatever that remained, you know, they give away half in charity, that next half gone. Squandered out. So let's put it in a perspective here again. A son is called a put, right? Put. Now a good son is called saput, and a bad son is called kaput. So I have a typical example here. Dhundukari kaput, Gaukaran saput. Good son, and Dhundukari bad. So devotees, after some time, Atamdev say, "Beta, I died and have a son." So before you want to kill yourself if you didn't have one, now you want to kill himself because he had one. That's when people harden. They don't listen. You don't understand and allow nature to take its course. You want to interfere. Remember Ramayana? Vishwamitra Muni. Trisanku want to go heaven. Trisanku. He ain't do nothing to go heaven. He has Vasishtha to push him up with spiritual power. Vasishtha. Vasishtha, no, I wouldn't do that. Vishwamitra want to prove himself. Push him up. Right up. But they say the Devatas push him back down. Vishwamitra push him back up. Power, no? But do you think he qualify? When he reached there, they asked him, Trishanku, what you did to come here? Oh, I did this, I did. He said a boast. And when you boast about what you do, you lose your merits. Scriptures tell us that. And by boasting, you fall props right back down. Vishwan push him back up. And they say remain halfway. Neither here nor there. If you're not qualified for something, how are you going to get it? No matter what force you have behind you. Destiny is powerful. Most powerful. Most powerful. So devotees, Atamdev left and went into the forest. And there he saw the life of renunciation. The very same thing the Swami telling him all the time. But it was Gaukaran who told him, oh father, go in the forest and seek this life. Because Gaukaran was, a renunciate, so to speak. That the child born of the cow. Wise. Blessing of the sannyasi. Notice, when people have children and the children are blessed by holy men, your children come out to be assets in society. When you have curse, you come out to be liabilities. All that. Not just having children just so, no? Spiritual impetus is important. So devotees, Gaukaran encouraged Atamdev, father, go. And Atamdev went into the forest. And there he renounced everything. What he was supposed to be doing how many years before. Dhundukari started his reign of, he continued his reign of terror. Gaukaran left and went on pilgrimage. And devotees, Dhundukari beat up his mother so badly that she jumped in a well and she killed herself. So notice what, remember she tried scheme. She deceived her husband. All different ways what she did. And what she had to do at the end, she died at her own hands. Karma. Nobody could escape karma. This is why we keep saying, devotees, Koi lakh kare chaturai, karma ka lekh mite nare bhai. No matter how smart you think, whatever, you can't rub off karma. It will take effect. Must come back. So she took her own life. Atma Ghati. Yeah? Because she deceived that husband who trusted her so much. And everything else, think about it. Deceit? No. Treachery? No. Treachery is one of the 5 grave sins. Treachery, one of the 5 grave sins. She committed that, devotees. Dhundukari now free. He bought 5 ladies of the night, to use a nice term. Otherwise they call them prostitutes. Call them to live with him in the house. That home where the father was a luminary. Look what happened. Wait. Kaput. Destroying everything. Devotees, these 5, all they wanted was for Dhundukari to supply them with jewel and what. And once, he make a good thief somewhere. A good bitty thief. Precious jewels and so on. And when he bought it for them, they got scared. That all these precious things, if the king decide to hunt him, they're going to find him, they'll find us too, and they'll lock up all of us. So they decided, we won't just run away. We have to do for him. And that very same house, where that great luminary lived, Atamdev, right? They decided to kill him one night. And they drunken him, right? And when he drunken there, they took a piece of rope and tied around his neck. I don't want to make it too graphic, But 5 of them, 3 one side, 2 one side, pulling from 2 sides, But you think a wicked man could die so easy? He's screaming, bawling out, he wouldn't die. They got scared that neighbors might hear. They took live coals. You know what live coals mean? Fire, live coals, throw it into his mouth. Open him up, ball it, they show it, they do how one, boy? Into his mouth. And that, you can imagine that death he got. Dying like that, he became what they call a spirit. That kind of death. Right? Terrible spirit. Gaukaran happened to hear, I don't know how, way back. So he did what they call Pindakaram. You know, when somebody died, Vinosh, they say you have to do Pindakaram. Put Pinda here, put Pinda, they put Pinda all about. Yeah? He put Pinda in Gaya. Did Pindakaram for him in Gaya. He did Pindakaram all the other places. Pindakaram. And then after quite some time, he said, let me go back to the village. And he went, he wished in the night time, but he wished to the fathers of the ancestral home. Place in bush, abandoned. He decided to rest until the morning he will see what to do. While lying outside, there was a cot lying there. He saw coming towards him an elephant in the night. Right? Imagine if it's me, I gone, you know. You see an elephant? Where elephant coming from? Elephant changed into a buffalo. Like a who? The buffalo changed into a goat. Strange. It changed into Indra, the king of the Devtas. Strange kind of things happening. What is this? Now Gaukaran, he's not afraid, he's a great spiritualist. He said, this is something strange. So he took his Ganga Jal, a mantra Shakti, chanted the mantra, infused that mantra, and he shirked it on this thing. You know, after all that, elephant, buffalo, whirlwind, Indra, goat, he appeared in a very hideous form. And now Gaukaran asked, who are you? In a high-pitched voice he talking, but voice can't come out. So I want all to understand that when people say they are spirit and spirit talking and people voice something. If that's spirit, or they put then. First spirit really come on you, stay quiet. Yeah. Hear high-pitched voice, nothing. Then Gaukaran hit him a second blow. Speak. Spin chirkeri water. And he began to speak. I am your brother Dhundhukari. Gaukaran said, how? You still spirit? And I did Pindakaram in Gaya, all the holy places. Dhundhukari said, Bhai, 1 Pindakaram, 100 Pinda you offer to me in Gaya, or wherever, that could never save me because of my karma. If I keep telling people, many Baba push Pinda down your throat. Everything put Pinda, 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 Pinda don't liberate no soul. I'm not saying don't do it. One of these days, I will find some time to explain what that Pinda is all about. You know when they put the Pindas, right? They say when they put this Pinda, if you get next edge, put that with next eye, all is stupidness. Right? That Pinda you created is a reflection of yourself. Some other time we'll discuss that. Right? Highly philosophical. That Pinda is for you, the person. The Pitra Havan is for the ancestors, like what we did yesterday, Vinosh. That is for the ancestors. You see? Shrad, Shraddha, faith. That is the key. Not put in rice ball all about. Blind rituals, which many people caught up with. Now here, Dhundhukari is saying, 100 Pinda can't save me, because my karmas are so bad. Your karma tie you down. Right? You do bad things, I can't liberate you, why? You have to find a way to do it. He said, oh, hi, find a way to liberate me. I'm in stress, I'm in bondage. Free me. Gaukaran reflected for the whole night. Early next morning, all the holy men who lived around the Gaukaran came, they all came there. And they had meeting together, right? Meeting together. What to do, how to perform this, what to do to save him. If Pindakaram didn't save him, what will save him? Devotees then appealed to Suraj Narayan Swami. And they said that divine voice tell them perform what they call Satkarma. True duty, true action. What is true action? All is in the true action. When they discussed and so on and so forth, they came to the conclusion, Bhagwat Saptaha Yagya. Satkarma, Gyan Yagya. This is called, even though we say Bhakti, Gyan Yagya. This is called Gyan Yagya. Bhagavad Katha. Then devotees, preparations were made. And so, Gaukaran would be the one to do Vedi Katha, Bhagavad. Bhagavad existed all and Ved Vyas composed it. Thousands of people came. And devotees, Katha started. Ved Vyas. 7 days, they will read the whole Bhagavad. Now, not like how we do it now, I keep saying that. You wait, and 9 o'clock, people tired, hungry, home. They start 6 o'clock in the morning, read till midday. Take a break, and from then read till 6 o'clock in the evening. 7 days, we wrote the whole Bhagavad. No explanation, nothing. Just reading. Follow? And people listening because they could understand the language and so on. So devotees, the first day, when Gaukaran was reading, that spirit came, Dhundhukari, in wind form, looking for a place, I would say, to sit down, where to sit down. There was a bamboo post with 7 knots in it. And he said, we went into that bamboo post and sat there at the base, knot, way down below. Stay there, in wind form. And devotees, Bhagavad was being read. Whole day, first day, and at the end of the first day, strange, one knot in this bamboo post, crack open. That was very amazing for everybody. And each subsequent day, another knot burst open until the final day, the whole post cracked open. And out came Dhundhukari in a celestial form, divine form. He bowed before Gaukaran. Bhai, you have really helped me in liberating myself. A celestial chariot descended, and he was about to leave Dhundhukari when Gaukaran asked the messengers of the divine, so many people present here, thousands, nobody a sinner like Dhundhukari. How come he alone going? Even Gaukaran he not going. How come he alone is going? And devotees, the messenger said, yes, everybody listen to Katha. Correct? Everybody listen. But everybody listen with 100% attention. That messenger said, Dhundhukari was the only person to listen with undivided attention. Undivided. For the 7 days. So everybody listen. You get married for listening here, but liberation, no way. Because he listened like that. He purified himself. The power of the Katha and the sacrifice he made in listening. You know what the real tapasya in the yag is, Vinosh? Is listening, All the puja and so on, we do all that. But see, like right now, listening to the Katha is the tapasya. That is the yag, that is the sacrifice. This is where most people fall down. Incidental listening. In between. You get some blessings. But anybody who will listen with this type of attitude, success will come. He said, this is why Dhundhukari is free. Now devotees, you have to understand, Dhundhukari had to do something. He had to listen. If he didn't listen, he couldn't be freed. So, karma, you have to perform karma to eliminate karma. So, not the Bhagavad alone liberated him. Listening to the Bhagavad liberated him. And the power of the Bhagavad is there and his sacrifice. So, devotees, the Narayan Parshad said, Gaukaran, next year perform the Bhagavad again. And I'm giving you my word, we'll carry everybody, all who are here. And that chariot disappeared. And so the next year, Gaukaran organized it again. Me are cranking up New York for next year. Sorry. The next year, devotees in the month of Shravan, the same month, Gaukaran organized to have this Bhagavad Saptaha Yag again. And he read everything. Everybody took part in it. And based upon the word of Narayan Parshad, at the end of the yag, many, many chariots descended. And all those people present, they assumed wonderful form. Gaukaran himself was transformed into a form like Lord Vishnu. Sasankha Chakram Sagirita Kundalam. Sapita was, they call it Sarupya form of liberation. There are 4 different means of liberation. Samipi, Saloki, Sayuj, and Sarupya. Dhundhukari, Gaukaran appeared in the form of Lord Vishnu. He assumed that Sarupya, identical form of Bhagwan Krishna, who is Lord Vishnu. And devotees, they were all taken to the Vaikunt, supreme abode, freed through the power of Bhagwat Maha Puraan. So in other words, what we are being told, Sri Suji Maharaj is saying, Bhagavad purifies. Bhagavad burns away sins. But you can't just sit down and expect it to do that. You have to become part of it. You have to make effort. Right? Who make more intense effort, you gain more. Who more lazy, well, you might get crumbs from the bird. But devotees, this is the opportunity we have. And it is not so intense as when Gaukaran did it. We just do 3 sessions a day for 7 days. And you know, even these 3 sessions, hard for people to concentrate. It's hard, you know. But you think to be free is so easy? Huh? No. You have to make sacrifice to overcome your negativities. So it depends upon each person. And again I say, everybody on your own. So devotees, this is what we are going to focus upon for the next 6-7 days. Bhagwat Maha Puraan Katha. It purifies, it burns away all sins. It develops bhakti within the heart. And bhakti is that gem that we need to have, that enriches us in so many different ways. It's what binds the Lord to the heart. So, everybody on your own. Right? Tonight we just start off. I'm putting it to you, so from tomorrow morning, who can make it, you come. Who can't make it, well, you can't come. Right? Whenever you could come, you decide. But when you come prepared. Come prepared to listen. Put your mind, whatever difficulties you may have in life, I'm saying this to you. Whatever problems you think you may have, whatever. Sit here and pray conscientiously. It's a guarantee. Success will come. But you have to do it right. Okay? This is the opportunity we have. This is why Vinosh Bhagwat is so common. Very few people do Bhagwat. But karma itself, when you come in here like a docking to wash away karma, I why I say many are called, few are chosen. Can't wash away karma, so you have to be qualified. So if you have Bhagwat all about, everybody going docking? No. That's why it's unique to have Bhagwat. There are rare opportunity we have. And the month of Shravan, there's just 2 weeks before Janamashmi. Auspicious. So devotees, we have one opportunity. Everybody. Make best use of it. Okay? So at this point I'll conclude. Bole Vrindavan Sri Krishna Chandra ki jai. We make preparation for the final Havan. And while it's being done, devotees, let's do a kirtan glorifying Bhagwan. Right? Otherwise, the Kosam Bhuman say they get to sing. He bolo Narayana, Jai Hari Vithala, Shrimad Narayana, Ranga Ranga Vithala. He bolo Narayana, Jai Hari Vithala. Bolo Narayana, Jai Hari Vithala. Shrimad Narayana, Ranga Ranga Vithala. Lakshmi Narayana, Ranga Ranga Vithala. Bolo, oh bolo Narayana, Jai Hari Vithala. Bolo Narayana, Jai Hari Vithala. Govinda Vithala, Rakmai Vithala. He Govinda Vithala, Rakmai Vithala. He Gopala Vithala, Panduranga Vithala. Gopala Vithala, Panduranga Vithala. Shri Ranga Vithala, Panduranga Vithala. He Shri Ranga Vithala, Panduranga Vithala. He bolo, oh bolo Narayana, Jai Hari Vithala. Jai Hari Bol, Jai Sitaram, Gopi Gopal Bhaju Radhisha. Jai Hari Bol, Jai Sitaram, Gopi Gopal Bhaju Radhisha. Ram Ram Ram, Hana Sham Sham Sham. Bolo Rama Rama Rama, Hana Sham Sham Sham. Jai Raghunandan, Jai Siya Ram, Janaki Vallabha Sitaram. जय यदुनंदन जय घनश्याम, रुक्मिणी वल्लभ राधे श्याम। नंद किशोर नवनीत चूर, वृंदावन गोविंद लाला। हे नंद किशोर नवनीत चूर, वृंदावन गोविंद लाला। राम 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 श्याम श्याम श्याम। बोलो जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम, जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम। जय यदुनंदन जय घनश्याम, रुक्मिणी वल्लभ राधे श्याम। नंद किशोर नवनीत चूर, वृंदावन गोविंद लाला। नंद किशोर नवनीत चूर, वृंदावन गोविंद लाला। बोलो बोलो राम 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 घनश्याम श्याम श्याम। बोलो राम 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 घनश्याम श्याम श्याम। बोलो राम 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 घनश्याम श्याम श्याम। राम 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 घनश्याम श्याम श्याम। बोलो राम 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 घनश्याम श्याम श्याम। बोलो राम राम राम। बोले वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। Pranatu Maharaj will lead us in the final Havan devotees. Let's all join together.
Let's all join devotees. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Sri Vigneshwaraya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Gauri Mata Swaha. Om Sri Prithvi Mata Swaha. Om Namaschandikaya Swaha. Om Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Saraswatyaya Namaha Swaha. Om Hrim Shashti Devyai Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Swaha. Om Sri Tulsi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Gayatri Devi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Chausat Yogini Devi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Uma Maheshwaraya Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Sri Krishna Chandraya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Govardhana Giridhari Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Surush Devaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Suryari Navagraha Devata Swaha. Om Sri Brahmagni Devaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Hanumantaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Sitaramachandraya Swaha. Om Sri Radha Krishnaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Vishnu Lakshmi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Gram Devata Swaha. Om Sri Sthan Devata Swaha. Om Sri Vastu Devata Swaha. Om Sri Kul Devata Swaha. Om Sri 33 Crore Devata Swaha. 3 times again. Sarva Devata Sarvebhyo Namaha Swaha. Sri Anand Swarupaya Parbrahmbhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Guruve Namaha Swaha. Please all stand devotees or take part in Puranahuti, final offering. Concentrate. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Maya Ubhavaya Cha. Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha. Shivaya Cha Shivtraya Cha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamadat Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Achman. Om Sarva Papharam Divyam Gangyam Nirmalam Jalam. Achmanyam Chamaya Datam Grihan Parameshwara. Achmanyam Samarpayami. Boli Sri Brahmagni Devata ki Jai. Umapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Ashakino Devi Durga Mata ki Jai.
बोले वृंदावन श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। भागवत आरती। जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती। ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला। हरि गान यही वरदान यही। हर गान यही वरदान यही। जग की मंगल की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती। शांति गीत पावन पुनीत श्रापों को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला। ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत श्रापों को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला। है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी। है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी। ये मधुसूदन की आरती। पापियों को पाप से है तारती। मधुर बोल जग फंद खोल सन्मार्ग दिखाने वाला भिखारी को बनाने वाला। ये मधुर बोल जग फंद खोल सन्मार्ग दिखाने वाला भिखारी को बनाने वाला। श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही। श्री राम यही घनश्याम यही। प्रभु की महिमा की आरती पापियों को पाप से है तारी। Devotees, as we proceed to conclude, let's all join Maha Mantra. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Devotees, we join together as we conclude. Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sakhe Prabhu Trividha Panivaran He Vibhu Ajajameshwar Yadav Pahi Mam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam. Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu Mangalam Garudbhaja Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalayatanu Hari. Om Avahanam Na Janami Visarjanam Pujang Chaiva Na Janami Chamyatam Parameshwara. Om Gacha Garsur Seshta Swasthani Parameshwara Yata Brahmadayo Devas Tatra Gachutasana. Om Labhastesham Jayastesham Kutastesham Parajaya Yesham Indi Varshamo Hridayastu Janardana. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kascha Dukbhat Bhaven. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kansaja Nurmardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadguru Mantrihinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardanam Yat Pujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tadaspumi. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Om Gachatam Bhagwan Agni Spasthani Kunda Madhyataha Hutam Adaya Devebhya Shidra Dehi Prasidame Brahm Agnaye Namaha. Om Tvameva Mata Chah Pitah Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Bole Shri Gajanan Swami ki jai, Vrindavan Shri Krishna Chandra ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Arshakti Jagadamba Mata ki jai, Pavan Putra Hanuman ki jai, Bolo Bhai Sab Santan ki jai, Boliye Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai, Boliye Shri Swaha Mata ki. Shubhamastu. Blessings to all. Kindly be seated, devotees. Now, devotees, blessings to all of you who have joined us this evening. It's a pleasure to have you joining together with us as we begin our Bhagavad Saptaha Yagna. And we look forward to seeing you again as the journey continues. Remember, 3 sessions from tomorrow. We see from 9 to 11, from 1 to 2, from 1 to 3, sorry, and then from 7 to 9. Now, I have put the 2 sessions closer together in the daytime, so if the devotees come, they would have enough time to go home and ready and come back for the evening session. Have a longer period of time then. And even though we say 9 o'clock, maybe by 9:30 we'll start to wait until about 11 o'clock. I won't kill you for 2 hours straight. Easy, easy, right? So from 9:30, but puja should begin by 8:30. By 9:30 we'll start, and then until 11, and then same thing evening time, right? 1:30 to about 3 o'clock, and night time about this time. So do join us. Meals have been specially prepared for all, so you ask to kindly remain and partake of some before leaving. Now you realize that the place is different levels. According to my mother, she said the place is hello. Yeah. So what we are asking people, especially senior ones, well all, because some of you junior ones just like senior ones, watch where you're going. Take your time, walk properly, don't fall long, right? We don't want anybody being damaged and so on. So you have stairs to come up, you have to go so, bhojan is at the back. So stairs to go down to the back. So take your time, go down, enjoy meals, have a safe journey back home, and we're looking forward to seeing you as the journey continues. So devotees, be careful, okay? Blessings.